I rarely go live on this YouTube. A lot of times I just film and then upload it. But I don't know. I said let me try out a new platform. Let me try new ways to do this. So, excuse me for a second before we get into this real conversation. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't want that green screen. That shit look whack. What's this? Anyway, if people jump in here or know how to promote this, like this is a new tool. So, I've been building my YouTube channel and you know, we could spread the word, but really my main focus with this blog is making sure that I get this message across because I've kept quiet for about a week. I've watched the Geechi situation. I've analyzed my opinions. I've analyzed other people's opinions. I see that it's getting major media attention from a lot of serious outlets, serious names, big platforms that are bringing it more to light. But what I see is a lot of inconsistency with people's opinions on battle rap, are battle rappers broke? Why is Geechi in the situation he's in? This doesn't make sense. He should be at this place. He should be removed from this and all that. And everyone has an opinion. Everybody's chatting. Everybody's chatting. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Even though I'm going to give my intake and my insight on this, even me, I don't know all the intricacies and all the details behind the scenes of what's going on with him and that man because I don't know his business. I know Geechi to an extent. Geechi, I'm one of Geechi's first cosigns. When I battled B Dot is when I met Geechi. And he showed me hella love. You feel me? So I gravitate towards the people that are genuine. Geechi's always been genuine. He's never a hater. So there's no way on earth on the rip this is going to be a bash or I'm ever going to talk about that man or talk down on him during a situation like this. I would never. And that's the thing that gets me very upset is that I feel like some people are just jumping to conclusions or people are bashing that man and kicking him while he's down, all for clicks and views. And I want y'all to be able to understand, yeah, he might have put himself in a certain situation. He's a grown man. But please understand that a lot of these people are chatting and commenting because they just trying to get clicks and views. And they really don't care. And I think that's the bigger issue is that in battle rap, people don't care, bro. People don't care. Battle rappers don't care. And that's the problem. That's why we're all in a crab in a barrel bucket mentality. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the main reason why. People do have to understand that we have lives outside of battle rap. We are in a profession that you can make good money. But I am totally against the fact that thinking that this is how you're going to make your money for the longevity of it. I'm way beyond past that thinking. Of course, you guys know my situation that I went through in the last 2 years with stuff with my son and fighting a legal case and paying for that and not getting the help that I wanted from that situation. Too many circles in a major circle that is battle rap. What do you mean by that, Keith? This is the thing. I am past that because I realized that I had to figure that out for myself when I went through my situation with my son. Now, mind you, I didn't need I didn't ask for help because I was in a mentality like, oh, I can't let people know what's going on with my situation because then they're gonna use it in a battle. First off, that's a crazy mentality. You understand? I took a step back from battle rap because I just realized that my priorities weren't straight, and I had to get my priorities straight because the money and the fame does not add up in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Um, they not together as a whole. Everyone friends with certain people and not together as a whole. Yeah, but even the people that are friends as a whole, a lot of battle rappers lie to each other. I want y'all to understand that. Battle rappers lie. That'll be your right hand man, and you'll tell him, "Yo, bro, I got 10,000 for this. Son got 3,000." A lot of people will sit there and say, "Yo, I got 5,000 for this." And he did it for 1,500. A lot of battle rappers cut each other's throat. A lot of battle rappers portray that they're getting these things. Even battle rappers that might post what they got for a battle, what they're not telling you is that's like a contract of over 3 or 4 battles. So yeah, the battle might say, "Oh, he got a $50,000 check." Yeah, but that's for 50,000 for 3 battles, which is still not bad. But what I'm saying is they're making it seem like they're getting that per battle, and then they battle 3 times, 4 times a year, and they made 200K. No, that's not the case. You battle 3, 4 times a year, you made 50 grand. That's a regular paying job. Plus, there's no guidance. Plus, there's nobody telling us what to do. Plus, there's nobody telling you, "Yo, you need to make money doing this. You need to make money doing that." The bloggers make more money, more consistent money than battle rappers, most battle rappers. This has been a repeated cycle for the last 10, 15 years. You guys have heard this before. You guys can see it. You can see how battle rappers approach the ring and how they come dressed. You can tell. You can tell when a battle rapper finally got a good check opposed to how he regularly dresses for a battle. You can tell if you look at a Drake sponsored event, if you look at some of the caffeine big events, if you look at some of those one rounders in little towns, you could tell the clothing. Oh, he got a nice check for that one. Son got some Cartiers on. Oh, my boy got a chain. Oh, he get some money. If you've been battling for more than a couple years, I shouldn't be able to look at you and be like, "Oh, he got some. Oh, he got a bag." No, it should look like you always got a bag. So I want to get that out the way. Battle rappers lie to each other. The money that y'all think has been coming in hasn't been coming in. The leagues are not cutting checks like that. They never really were cutting checks like that. If y'all talking about the caffeine era, then it was caffeine. It wasn't the league that was cutting the check. You understand? Plus, also, depending on the event that you're on, there's a budget for each event. So a Summer Madness budget is going to be totally different from a band budget. So even if Geechi was battling on Summer Madness and then he battled on band a month later, that does not mean that Geechi got let's say 20,000 for Summer Madness and 20,000 for band. No. And when you go to other leagues and you go to other, that budget changes all the time. Why do you think you see some battle rappers battling every other week or every month? They're running up checks. There used to be this thing back in 2015, 2016, me, DNA, Clips. Sometimes it would be John. Sometimes it would be like it'd be a couple of us, Math, sometimes whatever. And what we would do is we would do things like Travel Boys. And what we would do is we would book multiple battles, or when we get called, we'll sit there and say, "All right, cool, y'all want to book me? But yo, if you book me for this amount, but if you want, I'll do it for this less if you book DNA and Clips or DNA and Math or whoever with me." And we would take little chunks out of our checks so that we all three could be on it. But then Clips would get offered and then put me on, and DNA would get offered and put me on, and we would like double up on money like that. We might battle 3, 4 times out the month, but then we will all work together, write our rhymes, focus, spar with each other, do that, and then prepare for 3 weeks at a time. But then we will run up a bag. So instead of me getting 5,000 for one battle, all right, I took 4,000 for this week. I'm getting another 4,000 next week. I'm getting another 4,000 after that. Clear 12 grand in a month. We all would do that instead of just getting one battle for the month. We would work together. But that doesn't last long. because you have to work with budgets. You have to see what leagues can offer those budgets. You understand? Do you think leagues still are making money like that? Or is everyone is down? Everyone is down. I know for a fact everyone is down just from just the recent negotiations of the battles that I had. Everyone is down. Again, this is just my opinion. It's not an industry anymore that you should just put all your eggs in that one basket. Battle rap is a good side hustle. When you start looking at it like that, like I've looked at it for the last year and a half since I came back, my life is at a lot more peace. I have a job. I told you that. I have a great job. Work for the city. I work for MTA. I'm a track worker. I haven't hid that. I got that job in 2023, the middle of 2023. And you know what? Doing the battle raps as a side hustle, but still working, has allowed me the freedom to say no to battles that I don't want. It's allowed me to take battles that I do want, take them seriously, and perform at a way higher level because I'm not overwhelmed by taking so many battles because I got to pay the bills. And I think y'all have also seen that with my performances. I'm not as stressed taking bullshit battles that I don't want to take. I'm taking battles that I want to take. I'm performing at a higher clip. And I'm actually much more comfortable because I have constant income coming in. Battle rappers have catalogs. I have over 100 battles. It means nothing to me. I don't get a residual check off one battle. Leagues get residuals off their content. Maybe that's something that needs to change. Maybe it's something that really needs to change because I battled Hollahan. I just seen it. I battled Hollahan 2010, 16 years ago. I don't see no money off that. I see the clips running up all the time. I see the Facebook clips. I see the TikToks. I see all that. That money doesn't come to Cortez. That money doesn't come to Hollahan. You know, I battled Hitman Holla in 2009. Like, those views still get run up, you know? We don't see that money. So even though the leagues may not be making as much money, they do have a wide catalog where they're going to get some constant residuals. And maybe that could help battle rap, but I'll be honest with you, I don't bank on that. I don't bank on that. You understand? I don't know what's going to happen when they sell entire catalogs of battle rap. Oh, battle rap 2012. The year in the making. These were the top 10 battles, and they sell it to a network in the future, or you don't know what's going on, you know? But for battle rappers, we have to fend for ourselves. And we don't stick together. I'm not upset at Geechi. I'm not upset about whatever that man does to feed his family. It's none of my business. I'm upset that he's in a situation that he's in. I'm upset that they made a GoFundMe for him for $10K for a lawyer. Yes, I'm very upset of that. I went through that. There should be no reason. If I'm a league, I've probably made more than $10,000 off of Geechi, where he shouldn't even have to ask for that. He shouldn't even have to ask for that. There's a couple people that Geechi done put money in their pocket that should just be like, yo, here, hold that. I don't know what situation he's in. And again, I don't sit there and tell men what they need to do. I know what I did. I know how I felt. I felt like a loser. I felt like a failure. Like, yo, I'm smarter than this. Why am I struggling? Why am I going through this stuff? All right, I got to get my things together, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. Went and got a job. Went and got my things right. I'm living way more comfortably than I've been living maybe in the last 7, 8 years. because I can pick and choose what I want. I have money in my account. The bills are paid, and I'm not stressed to keep up. And that is another thing. Like, bro, I'm in my 40s now. Like, I can't be on a block. That's not even a flex no more. It's not even a flex no more. Let's keep it real. It's not. You know? But think about this. If battle rappers weren't that known, or if battle rappers weren't that important, academics wouldn't have posted about it. Joe Buttons, even though he's always been a staple in the culture, he wouldn't be speaking on it so passionately and so like angrily about it. Hassan Campbell. Like, you think these people are talking about this because there's no value in it? No, there's a lot of value in Geechi's name. That's what bothers me. Because everyone else is going to speak on this and make the money that he needs right now. Think about that. The checks that are going to come in from all these people speaking on YouTube. How many of them is going to send bread for him, for his lawyer? How many? You think Hassan Campbell going to blog, get 50K, 100K views, and cash out? You think Joe Budden's going to cash out? You think academics is going to cash out? But his name is that important to speak on him. Battle rappers burn a lot of bridges too. And I'm not saying Geechi, I'm just saying in general. Remy Ma don't even fuck with battle rap like that no more. Why should she? We've burnt a lot of bridges. The culture is very toxic. We don't support each other. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, like, we got to start having people in our corner that's not going to let us make these mistakes. We got to start having people in our corner that's not going to let us do the things that are going to make us look crazy. His man get locked up. Yo, grab my phone. Son had a vape in his hand. Cops could have thought that was a hammer. Popped him. Would have got off clean. Yo, I thought he had a gun. Son ain't care. Yo, get the snow off me. Yo, the heat's not on. Son did not give a... He did not care about anything going on. I don't want to be around people that don't care about what I got going on. You have to remove yourself from that. When my son got locked, there were certain people around him that realized that they didn't have anything to lose. And I had to really break that down to my son. Like, yo, like, you see the circle that you're around, they don't care about what your situation is. And you got 2 charges. The rest of them got 1 charge. They don't care. He had to reevaluate, like, damn, it's just regularly scheduled program for them. We got more to live for. You can't have that mentality. And you can't have those people around you that don't have nothing to live for. I don't know those men. But I know Geechi's talent and I know Geechi's potential. And that's what pisses me off. Am I bugging? It ain't about the leagues. It ain't about the battle rappers. It's about the mentality. Everybody is scrapping for a check in this culture, bro. That's Keith. I'm responding to you. Everybody's just trying to do whatever they can. There's no real blueprint to this either because it's so new. But there's only been one way to make money besides the app. The app is the second way. Leagues, wait for the sponsor. The sponsor hopes they make money back. They invest. The leagues break the check to the battlers. They're not coming out of pocket most of the time. They're using the sponsors' money. The battle happens. The battle doesn't make the right amount of money. The sponsor pulls out, takes the L on the first one, writes it as a tax write-off. They make their money back eventually. And then the league sits there and waits for another sponsor. That's it. And it's a continuous cycle. Continuous cycle. You got to fend for yourself. You talking to somebody that been on the block, been outside. Y'all know I'm certified. Y'all know my history. Y'all know nobody could put smut on my name. Y'all know the people I've been around. If you met me, you know I've really been outside. I'm telling y'all, get a job. I'm telling y'all. We too old for this. These people aren't a part of the culture and they commenting on it. People are assuming, oh, if you do, if you make 20,000 a battle, then do 4 battles and you know what I'm saying? Then do 5, 6 battles, clear 100K and be good. No, not every league cuts that check. Not every league cuts half of that. If you see a battle rapper doing a lot of battles, most of those battles are 4 figures. Most of those battles are 4 figures. Let me give you an example. There was a time when I was on fire. The league was trying to book me. It's one of the times they was trying to book me and Surf. I was sticking to my number. No, I want this. This is my big battle. They trying to book it. They trying to book it. They trying to book it. I'm not budging on my money. Surf not budging either. Surf is a bigger name than me. Next thing you know, I see an announcement. Sue Surf. Sue Surf versus such and such. Do y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Somebody just tried to call me. All right, cool. Sue Surf versus such and such. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, nah, yeah, we went with this other person. Then I realized that person they lowballed. They lowballed that person for the low. Battle rappers will cut your throat too and take the money out your pocket. So yeah, I can sit there and say, yo, this is my number. This is what I want. But if the league can find somebody for cheaper, they're going to do it. It's business. So again, battle rappers have to fend for themselves. There's no support in battle rap. We seen that. You've heard Mav say battle rappers didn't support the show when Mav was on fire. You know, Goods has a lot of things going on, and I don't necessarily see that Goods gets major support from the culture. You know, dudes might do a comment, dudes might drop a comment, dudes might retweet, but how many battle rappers actually are buying stuff? No. Battle rappers aren't making the money the public thinks they are. And battle rappers are lying to each other about the money. There's no unity in it. If there's no unity in it, then there's no way. It's divide and conquer. And we divide and conquer ourselves. Keith, it's bigger than just good clothes and kicks. I've been in this culture. I've been in a culture 20 years. I might not have been on camera for 20 years. But my first battles with DJ Vlad that got me known was in 2006. That's 4 or 5 years before URL. So I've been in a culture 20 years. I've been on camera 15, 16 years. Eventually, you sit there and tell yourself, all right, man, I can't be doing this no more. I look crazy. It's a very, very unfortunate situation, you know. I just don't like that everyone is gonna make blogs about this. They're gonna comment on this. They're going to make money off this. And they're laughing and they think it's cool. I don't think it's cool. Listen, you know what's cool? Providing for your family. You know what's cool? Not having to take risks at 40 years old or even in your 30s. Not having to take risks anymore. Um, you know what's cool? Being comfortable enough to say, yo, I lived a good life. I traveled. I seen the world. And that's what I tell people. When I go to work, I get recognized every day at work. Supervisors, superintendents. Like I'm talking about like higher ups at MTA. I go to work, I go to an office, I go grab some paperwork, do the payroll, you know, like whatever it is, I'm in the offices, running by, I gotta go get something. Cortez, oh, I knew the name looked familiar. Yo, you battle rap, right? Yeah, yo, that's dope. Yo, how long you worked here? Yo, that's crazy. Da-da-da. Yo, hit me anytime you need anything. I got a lot of perks at my job because of who I am. So, you know, I could have sat there and be like, yo, I don't want nobody to know who I am. Like chill. Like, I got a job. Why? I have a 401k. I have retirement. I have a city job. I have a great job. I'm lucky that I got a good job. Some battle rappers may not even have that opportunity because of their past also. So again, I don't question why someone is taking the risk that they're taking, because we don't know everybody's past. I do know that there's situations where I could have thrown it away though when I was outside, or I could have did some things, or I've done some things that could come back to me that could have caught me up where I wouldn't have been able to get a good job. But certain things caught my attention and certain things slowed me down where I was like, yo, something has to change. Count your blessings. Appreciate the opportunities you have and just move with good intentions. And make sure you don't surround yourself with people that got nothing better to do, because they won't care if you get jammed up. And that's really what irks me. You know what I'm saying? This whole situation is just nasty work. This whole situation is nasty, nasty work. Like, it really, really is. And it really, really, really bothers me because I feel like Geechi is one of them. You know, like Geechi, not Phil, he is one of them. He is one of us. Like, he's a staple in the culture. So it not only makes us look bad, but it really just has to make you sit there and be like, all right, man, like, what gives? And I'm telling y'all what gives. Battle rap should not be a main hustle. Battle rap has to be a side hustle. And we have to learn how to expand our horizons when it comes to this culture. Geechi always been solid, you know? That's why, like, I'm not really commenting on, like, the situation. I'm commenting on the stuff around the situation, you know? Because to be honest with you, I don't think it's cool the way everyone's, like, joking about it or laughing at it, because they're laughing. And that to me is wild corny. They're acting concerned, but they're really just blogging and laughing for kicks and giggles and for views and for money. I really think it's whack. I really think it's super corny. I don't respect it. And you guys know who they are. Hard is it to say you can't expect a number from someone category totally different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know his I know his upbringing. I know where he's from. I know, of course, Geechi has a past. He's been locked up before. But what I'm saying is, I don't know his his jacket to know what kind of opportunities he could have as a job. So I'm not saying that. But you know what I do know? I know Geechi is more busy than most battle rappers. He podcasts, he does stuff with a battle rap league, and he battles more often than most people. So the fact that Geechi is as busy as he is, that means I know 90% of these battle rappers are doing worse than him. He has a podcast. He has a battle rap league. He's broken bread. He made a lot of money in the caffeine era. He won 100K. He won 150K. He won champion of the year 3 times. He's made a lot more money than a lot of battle rappers. Let that sink in. And his name still sells tickets. Still. It's not like he was lit and then he was falling off. No, his name still sells tickets. It's a totally unfortunate situation. Something that, again, it bothers me. But if academics, if Joe Buttons, if Hassan Campbell, if people with those huge platforms feel like Geechi is part of the news cycle and they comment on it and they could make money off of it, then that tells you that we're not as unknown as you may think. Our names are very credible. Our names are worth money. They do hold value. Just have to be able to figure out how to crack that code as a culture, because it's happening to a lot of battle rappers. Dudes are hitting that dead end wall. And it's not cool. He won 100K and broke bread with Nitty. He actually won 150K because Drake put up an extra 50 the same day. So that's at least 75K. Plus, battle rappers were getting paid for every battle in that tournament. So, you know, I was in the tournament. I came in third behind him and Nitty. So, yeah, he made some good money. Again, this gives me flashbacks to my situation with my son and fighting a case and dealing with lawyer fees. 10K is not enough for a good lawyer. Y'all want to donate 10K? That's probably a retainer fee. I don't know. I'm speechless at this point, y'all. Like, I really am. I really am. You know, this is my first time going live. You know what I mean? I don't even understand how this works with I don't know how this stuff works. I don't know how you know, the comments and stuff. So like, appreciate y'all, but it is what it is. You know, at this point, I'm not commenting on what he should have did, or, you know, how is it that he's doing this. Like, again, you know what I mean? People just doing that just to chat. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even matter at this point. It does not matter at this point at all. Battle rappers, we got to figure this out. It's a lot of dudes that are just lame. It's a lot of dudes that are liars. It's a lot of dudes that you know, put up a facade. A lot of battle rappers are lazy. Cortez, I can't believe y'all battle rappers defending goofy behavior. I don't defend goofy behavior. I haven't defended any goofy behavior. I'm talking about what the real issues here are. I didn't comment on his decisions. That's not what a man does. Whatever that man did to take his risk to feed his family is whatever he does. Am I agreeing with it? Is it something that I would have done? No. But that doesn't mean that I need to sit here and like scold him. I'm not his pops. That man did what he did. The bigger issue is here is the people around you. Back in the day, OGs used to tell you, yo, bro, you got a future in playing ball. Stay out the streets. Yo, don't stand on this corner. You know what's going on out here. You know you got something more to do. You got more shit to do. Step off. Go shoot a jump shot. I just want y'all to understand that you need to surround yourself with the right people. It ain't just, oh, you've had opportunities and you've had money and you've had this and you've had that. You still need to have yourself surrounded by the right people. Because if you're surrounded by the same people that you was around when you was doing crime or when you was living your past life, then you're never going to elevate. And everyone else is going to look at you like, yo, pull me up. If I'm here and everyone I rock with is here, it's a very likely chance that they're going to bring me down. I'm not going to bring them up. Dudes don't understand nothing about the streets. Dudes don't understand anything. But I do know that you got to remove yourself from that mentality and remove yourself from that surrounding in order to fully get past it. It's not a flex being outside when you're almost 40 years old. That's all I'm saying. It's not a flex anymore. You know what I'm saying? We got kids, exactly. My son is going through it. That pains me every day. Makes me feel like, yo, I didn't do the right things when I was in position. You understand? So it is what it is, man. You know, again, like I tell y'all all the time, you know, we have to start thinking for ourselves. We can't just worry about battle rap. It's a side hustle. I pray that Geechi gets the right representation. I pray that this situation isn't what it looks like, because again, we don't know the specifics. And I'm pretty sure that this is a reflection, or he has time to reflect and sit there and be like, yeah, you know what, this ain't the wave. You know what I mean? And I hope he sees how fake everyone is around him. That, it is what it is, you know? I don't... But battle rappers are broke. And battle rappers don't have outlets the way y'all think they do. And battle rappers don't have like, it's not like something where you can do 5,000 a battle and battle 30 times a year, or make 20,000 a battle. Like, battle rap takes so much time to put together. It takes so long to write rhymes. It takes so long to put, you know, to cook up the way you need to cook up, that there's no way in the world we can just run up a bag the way like other rappers do when they do multiple clubs or multiple venues during the week. Nah. Anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all that tapped in. Again, we just got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? We really, really, really have to get it together, y'all. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hitman isn't rich off battle rap, bro. Hitman is rich off of wilding out. I'ma holla at y'all. Wait, how do I save this live? How do I save this live? Do I exit out? Bro, y'all looking at it like club hostings and all that stuff, like that shit just comes and goes. No, it doesn't. Like that shit is not like some shit that you gonna be. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta realize club hostings and all that stuff, that stuff is temporary. You know what I mean? And you gotta have stuff going on. Like people that do club hostings are rappers that have an album coming out. They're doing promo runs. There's no promo runs in battle rap.